Welcome to this video where we explore an ancient philosophy rich in wisdom that can help you overcome difficulties and achieve inner peace. Today, we'll discuss 9 Stoic principles that will give you an edge over others. In a world filled with challenges and stress, how can you stay resilient and strong? These principles will offer the guidance you need to do just that. Be sure to watch until the end, as each topic we discuss is a vital key to unlocking wisdom and calmness in your life. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel and give it a thumbs up. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Don't discuss challenges, the Stoic key to turning obstacles into success. Hello, Stoic seekers. Today we're diving into a fundamental Stoic principle that can change the way you tackle life's obstacles. Don't talk about your challenges. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Shouldn't I share my troubles with friends during tough times? Isn't it healthy to express my emotions? While that can be helpful in moderation, the Stoics offer a different view, one that focuses on inner strength, resilience, and controlling what you can. The Stoics believed that life is inherently challenging, filled with everything from minor inconveniences to major setbacks. This is just part of being human. However, they also believe that how we respond to these challenges is what truly counts. Instead of complaining or dwelling on problems, we should focus on finding solutions and building inner strength. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor and philosopher, wisely said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The Stoics saw challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. So, what does this mean for us in our everyday lives? It means that rather than constantly talking about our problems, we should focus on taking action to solve them. It's about developing a quiet strength and resilience, even when facing difficulties. Think about it. Complaining about a tough project at work won't make the project any easier. In fact, it might make it feel even more overwhelming. But if you break the project down into smaller tasks, set achievable goals, and take consistent action, you'll not only make progress, but also build your confidence and resilience. The Stoics also stressed the importance of perspective. When we're caught up in our challenges, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. But by stepping back and viewing our problems from a different angle, we can often find new solutions or realize that things aren't as bad as they seem. Imagine you're stuck in traffic and feeling frustrated. Instead of complaining about the delay, use that time to listen to an inspiring podcast, practice mindfulness, or simply enjoy a few moments of quiet reflection. You might arrive at your destination feeling calmer and more centered, despite the initial setback. Here's the challenge. The next time you face a challenge, resist the urge to complain or vent. Instead, take a deep breath, focus on what you can control, and take action. Embrace the quiet strength that comes from within and let your actions speak louder than your words. Remember, true strength isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them with courage, resilience, and a Stoic mindset. By embracing this principle, you'll not only overcome obstacles more effectively, but also cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Lesson 2. Don't share your secrets. Here's another powerful Stoic principle that can help you navigate life's complexities with wisdom and grace: the art of keeping your secrets. This doesn't mean you should become a mysterious loner or avoid all forms of vulnerability. But the Stoics understood that not everything needs to be shared with everyone. There's a certain power and wisdom in discretion, choosing carefully what you reveal and to whom. The Stoics believed that our inner world, our thoughts, dreams, and vulnerabilities, are sacred. They knew that sharing these intimate parts of ourselves too freely can leave us exposed and vulnerable to harm. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher and statesman, wisely said, "If you want to keep a secret, keep it to yourself." He understood that not everyone has our best interests at heart, and that sometimes the deepest wounds come from those closest to us. Think of your secrets as precious treasures, something to be guarded and cherished. By keeping them close, you create a safe space for yourself, a sanctuary where you can be vulnerable and authentic without fear of judgment or betrayal. This doesn't mean you should be completely closed off or isolated, but it does mean being careful about who you share your deepest thoughts and feelings with. It's about choosing your confidants wisely and building relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Keeping secrets isn't just about protecting yourself. It's also about cultivating self-control and discipline. In a world that often promotes oversharing and instant gratification, the ability to hold back and exercise discretion is a valuable skill. Imagine you're working on a passion project that excites you. Sharing your plans too early might lead to unwanted opinions, doubts, or even discouragement. But by keeping your project to yourself until it's ready to be shared, you can maintain your focus, motivation, and creative freedom. So here's the challenge. Practice the art of discretion in your life. Be mindful of what you share and with whom. Cultivate self-control and protect your inner sanctuary. Remember, keeping secrets isn't about being secretive or deceitful. It's about honoring your own boundaries, respecting your vulnerability, and choosing wisely who you allow into your inner circle. By mastering this Stoic principle, you'll not only protect yourself from harm, but also develop a deeper sense of self-trust and inner peace. If you find value in this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and type "Keep it up" in the comments below. Lesson 3. Don't boast about your achievements, the quiet strength of humility. This lesson is all about staying grounded, even when you're doing great in life. Don't talk about your achievements. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Shouldn't I celebrate my successes and share them with my friends and family? Of course, it's important to acknowledge your accomplishments and take pride in what you've achieved. But the Stoics offer a different perspective, one that emphasizes humility, inner focus, and the true meaning of success. The Stoics believed that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external praise or validation. They understood that boasting about your achievements can lead to arrogance, complacency, and even resentment from others. As Epictetus wisely said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." The Stoics believed that your actions should speak for themselves. Rather than bragging about your accomplishments, let your character, work ethic, and contributions to the world be your testament. Think of it like this. Imagine a skilled gardener who spends years cultivating a beautiful garden. They don't need to announce their achievements to the world. The vibrant flowers, lush greenery, and bountiful harvest are the true testament to their dedication and skill. In the same way, when you focus on quietly doing your best, continually improving yourself, and contributing to those around you, your actions will naturally speak volumes. People will notice your dedication, competence, and genuine passion without you needing to say a word. In today's social media-driven world, it's easy to get caught up in seeking external validation. We post our achievements online, hoping for likes and comments, and measure our self-worth by the number of followers we have. But the Stoics would argue that true self-worth comes from within, not from the fleeting approval of others. By focusing on your internal progress and becoming the best version of yourself, you'll develop a sense of self-confidence and fulfillment that doesn't rely on external recognition. You'll find joy in the process of learning and growing, rather than just in the outcome. So here's the challenge. The next time you achieve something significant, resist the urge to boast or seek validation. Instead, take a moment to appreciate your hard work, acknowledge your growth, and then quietly move on to the next challenge. Let your actions be your loudest statement. Remember, true success isn't about the accolades or applause. It's about living a life of purpose, integrity, and continuous self-improvement. By embracing the Stoic principle of humility, you'll not only find greater fulfillment, but also inspire others through your quiet strength and unwavering dedication. Lesson 4. The power of strategic silence, keeping your next move a mystery. Now we're diving into strategy, patience, and a touch of mystery. Today, we'll explore the Stoic principle of keeping your future plans to yourself. Think of it like being a chess master, making your moves in silence while your opponent struggles to guess your next play. You might be wondering, shouldn't I share my goals and plans with others to stay accountable and get support? That's a valid point, and there are times when sharing can be helpful. However, the Stoics remind us that there is immense power in holding back, in keeping your cards close to your chest. The Stoics were all about focusing on what's within your control and accepting what isn't. They knew the future is uncertain, and talking too much about your plans can create unnecessary pressure and distractions. As Epictetus wisely said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. The Stoics valued action over words. Instead of boasting about your future plans, they believed in quietly taking concrete steps toward your goals. There are several reasons why the Stoics advised keeping your next moves under wraps. 1. Protect your focus. When you share your plans, you invite others' opinions, doubts, and expectations. This can create noise and distract you from your true purpose. By keeping your plans private, you maintain a laser-sharp focus on what truly matters. 2. Avoid premature satisfaction. Announcing your goals can sometimes trick your brain into feeling like you've already achieved them. This can lead to complacency and a loss of motivation. By keeping your plans secret, you stay hungry and driven to make them a reality. 3. Cultivate self-reliance. Relying too much on external validation and support can hinder your personal growth. Keeping your plans to yourself teaches you to trust your own judgment, make decisions independently, and take full ownership of your journey. Let's apply this Stoic wisdom to the real world. Imagine you're working on a side hustle with hopes of turning it into a full-time job. Sharing your plans too early could lead to well-meaning but discouraging advice, or even jealousy from others. By keeping your hustle under wraps until you've built a solid foundation, you protect yourself from negativity and stay focused on your vision. Or perhaps you're training for a marathon. Announcing your goal might create pressure to perform even if you're not fully prepared. By keeping your training quiet, you can focus on your own progress and avoid unnecessary stress. So here's the challenge. The next time you're tempted to share your plans with the world, take a step back and consider the Stoic approach. Ask yourself, will sharing this help me achieve my goals, or will it create unnecessary distractions? Will it empower me, or will it make me dependent on external validation? Remember, keeping your next steps a mystery isn't about being secretive or deceitful. It's about being strategic, focused, and self-reliant. It's about creating space for your dreams to grow and flourish without the noise and pressure of the outside world. Lesson 5. Don't talk about others. The Stoic path to a gossip-free zone. All right, Stoic squad, let's dive into a lesson that's all about staying classy and steering clear of drama. Don't talk about others. In today's world, where social media and reality TV make gossip seem like the main event, it's easy to get caught up in it. But the Stoics teach us that true wisdom and inner peace come from focusing on our own actions and character, not on judging or criticizing others. The Stoics believe that our energy is best spent on self-improvement and contributing to the greater good, rather than on idle chatter or negativity. They understood that gossip can be harmful, spreading rumors, damaging reputations, and creating unnecessary conflict. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor and philosopher, wisely said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." The Stoics focused on living virtuously, not on pointing out others' flaws. Think of it this way. Every minute you spend gossiping or judging others is a minute you're not using to improve yourself or make a positive impact on the world. It's like getting absorbed in a reality TV show instead of living your own awesome life. Instead of worrying about what others are doing or saying, turn your attention inward to your own growth. By developing self-awareness and self-discipline, you'll become a more positive and influential force in the world. The Stoics also recognize that our words and actions create ripples in the world around us. When we choose to avoid gossip and negativity, we foster a more positive and supportive environment for ourselves and those around us. Imagine a workplace where everyone focuses on their tasks and lifts each other up, instead of gossiping and backstabbing. It would be a much more productive, enjoyable, and fulfilling place to be, right? So here's the challenge. The next time you're tempted to engage in gossip or speak negatively about others, take a step back and choose the Stoic path. Focus on your own growth, cultivate compassion and understanding, and contribute to a more positive environment. Remember, true strength comes from within, not from tearing others down. By rising above gossip and concentrating on your own journey, you'll not only find inner peace, but also inspire others to do the same. Lesson 6. Don't talk about your good deeds, the quiet power of unspoken kindness. Lesson 6 is about staying grounded, even when you're making a positive impact in the world. The advice here is simple. Don't talk about your good deeds. Now you might be wondering, shouldn't I share my good deeds to inspire others? Or isn't it okay to feel good about helping people? And yes, there's truth in that. But the Stoics offer a different perspective, one that emphasizes humility, inner motivation, and the true nature of virtue. The Stoics believed that real virtue comes from doing good for its own sake, not for recognition or praise. They understood that boasting about your good deeds can lead to arrogance, self-righteousness, and even lessen the impact of the act itself. As Seneca wisely said, the reward for a good deed is to have done it. For the Stoics, the simple satisfaction of acting virtuously is its own reward. You don't need external validation or applause to feel good about doing the right thing. Imagine a quiet stream flowing through a forest, nourishing the plants and animals around it without seeking any recognition. Its gentle flow, its life-giving waters, speak volumes about its contribution to the ecosystem, even though it never says a word. Similarly, when you perform acts of kindness without drawing attention to them, your actions speak louder than any words. People will notice your generosity, your compassion, and your genuine desire to make a positive difference. In today's social media-driven world, it's easy to get caught up in seeking external validation for our good deeds. We might post about our charitable donations, our volunteer work, or our random acts of kindness, hoping for likes and comments. But the Stoics would argue that true virtue comes from internal motivation, not from the fleeting approval of others. By focusing on doing good for its own sake, you'll develop a sense of genuine compassion and selflessness. You'll find joy in the act of giving, not in the recognition it might bring. So here's the challenge. The next time you do something kind or helpful, resist the urge to broadcast it to the world. Instead, enjoy the quiet satisfaction of knowing you've made a positive impact. Let your actions be your testament, your silent contribution to a better world. Remember, true virtue isn't about the spotlight or the accolades. It's about living a life of integrity, compassion, and selfless service. By embracing the Stoic principle of unspoken kindness, you'll not only make the world a better place, but also cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Lesson 7. The Stoic Shield. Guarding your weaknesses, building inner strength. In this lesson, we're diving into a key aspect of self-preservation and growth. Don't talk about your weaknesses. While this might seem counterintuitive in a world that often encourages vulnerability and openness, the Stoics offer a different perspective, one that focuses on self-awareness, resilience, and the strategic use of silence. The Stoics understood that while acknowledging our flaws is vital for growth, openly revealing our weaknesses can leave us vulnerable to manipulation or harm. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely observed, a person who exposes their weaknesses to the world is like a city without walls. Before we go deeper, it's important to differentiate between flaws and weaknesses. Flaws are imperfections or mistakes in our character that we can recognize and work to improve. Acknowledging our flaws is essential for self-improvement. Weaknesses, however, are vulnerabilities that can be exploited or impulsive behaviors that may leave us susceptible to external pressures or attacks. They are the chinks in our armor, areas where we are most at risk. The Stoics believed that true strength lies not in exposing our weaknesses, but in quietly working to overcome them. By keeping our vulnerabilities private, we protect ourselves from those who might exploit them, whether intentionally or not. For example, if you tend to get overwhelmed by stress, openly sharing this might lead others to take advantage of your good nature or burden you with more tasks. But by silently developing coping mechanisms and building resilience, you can handle stressful situations with greater ease and confidence. So here's the challenge. Instead of dwelling on or broadcasting your weaknesses, focus on transforming them into strengths. Use silence as a tool for introspection and self-improvement. Identify your vulnerabilities, develop strategies to overcome them, and let your actions speak louder than your words. Remember, true strength comes from within, not from seeking external validation or pity. By embracing the Stoic principle of guarding your weaknesses, you'll not only protect yourself from harm, but also cultivate a quiet confidence and resilience that will empower you to face any challenge. Lesson 8. The Unspoken Dream. Nurturing your aspirations in the quiet of your heart. What's up, dreamers and visionaries? Today, we're diving deep into the intriguing world of dreams and aspirations, but with a Stoic twist. We're exploring why it's often wiser to keep your deepest dreams close to your heart, nurturing them in the quiet of your inner world. You might be wondering, shouldn't I share my dreams with others? Won't that help me stay motivated and accountable? There's definitely value in sharing your aspirations with trusted friends and mentors, but the Stoics teach us that there's also a unique power in holding back, in letting your dreams grow in the fertile soil of your own mind. The Stoics were all about focusing on what's within your control and accepting what's not. They understood that while dreams are beautiful and inspiring, they're also fragile. Sharing them too soon, or with the wrong people, can expose them to doubt, negativity, and even ridicule. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher and playwright, wisely said, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." The Stoics believed in living in the present moment, focusing on taking action toward your goals, rather than getting lost in the fantasy of the future. Let's explore a few reasons why the Stoics advocated for keeping your deepest dreams close to your heart. 1. Protect your vulnerability. Dreams are often deeply personal and tied to our identity. Sharing them too freely can make us feel exposed and vulnerable, especially if we encounter skepticism or negativity. By keeping your dreams private, you create a safe space for them to grow and evolve without external interference. 2. Maintain intrinsic motivation. The Stoics believed that true motivation comes from within, not from external validation or pressure. When you share your dreams with others, you might become more focused on seeking their approval than on pursuing your own passions. By keeping your dreams secret, you stay connected to the fire that burns within you. 3. Cultivate patience and resilience. Big dreams often take time and effort to achieve. Sharing them prematurely can create unrealistic expectations and lead to disappointment if progress is slow. By keeping your dreams close, you can focus on the journey, celebrate small victories, and develop the patience and resilience needed to overcome obstacles. Let's bring this Stoic wisdom into the real world. Imagine you're dreaming of starting a non-profit organization to help underserved communities. Sharing your plans too early might lead to well-meaning but discouraging advice or skepticism about your ability to succeed. By keeping your dream close until you've laid the groundwork, you protect yourself from negativity and stay focused on your mission. Or perhaps you're an aspiring artist, working tirelessly to develop your skills and create a unique body of work. Sharing your creations too soon might lead to harsh criticism or comparisons to others. By keeping your work private until you're ready to share it with the world. So here's the challenge. The next time you're bursting with excitement about a dream, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, will sharing this dream help me achieve it? Or will it create unnecessary distractions? Will it empower me? Or will it make me dependent on external validation? Remember, keeping your deepest dreams secret isn't about being secretive or ashamed. It's about creating a sacred space for your aspirations to grow and flourish, free from the noise and expectations of the outside world. It's about trusting your own inner compass and allowing your dreams to unfold at their own pace. Lesson 9. The Sanctuary of Solitude, Embracing the Quiet Strength Within. In our final lesson of this series, we'll delve into the profound value of solitude and why the Stoics believed in keeping these moments sacred and private. In today's world, where we're constantly urged to stay connected and social, solitude is often viewed as something to avoid. But the Stoics saw solitude not as a weakness, but as a source of strength, clarity, and a deeper connection with oneself. The Stoics knew that true self-discovery and inner peace often arise from quiet contemplation, away from the world's noise and distractions. They recognized that solitude offers the space to reflect on our values, face our fears, and build a stronger sense of self-reliance. As Seneca beautifully said, solitude is the richness of self. For the Stoics, solitude isn't just about being alone. It's about being present with yourself, nurturing your inner world, and finding contentment in your own company. Let's look at a few reasons why the Stoics recommended keeping your moments of solitude private. 1. Protect your inner sanctuary. Solitude is a valuable gift, a time to connect with your deepest thoughts and feelings. Sharing these moments too openly can lessen their impact and make you feel vulnerable. By keeping your solitude sacred, you create a safe space for self-discovery and personal growth. 2. Avoid misinterpretation. Not everyone appreciates the value of solitude. Some might see it as loneliness or social awkwardness. Keeping your solitary practices private helps you avoid unnecessary judgment and preserve the integrity of your inner journey. 3. Cultivate self-reliance. In solitude, we learn to depend on ourselves for comfort, guidance, and inspiration. This helps us build a stronger sense of self-trust and inner strength. Sharing these moments too openly can lead to a reliance on external validation, undermining the self-reliance that solitude fosters. Let's apply this Stoic wisdom to real life. Imagine you have a daily meditation practice that helps you stay centered and clear. Sharing this practice with others might lead to distracting questions or skepticism. By keeping your meditation private, you protect its sacred nature and maintain its transformative power. Or perhaps you love taking long walks in nature to let your mind wander and spark creativity. Sharing these solitary moments too often might lead others to join you. disrupting the quiet reflection that fuels your inspiration. Keeping these walks to yourself preserves their unique magic and creative potential. So here's the challenge. Carve out time for solitude in your life and treat it as a sacred practice. Whether it's meditation, journaling, spending time in nature, or simply sitting in silence, create a space for quiet reflection and self-discovery. Remember, solitude isn't about isolation. It's about deepening your connection with yourself. By embracing the richness of solitude, you'll tap into your inner wisdom, nurture your creativity, and build a foundation of strength and resilience that will benefit all aspects of your life. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the 9 Stoic keys to outsmarting everyone else. Remember, true wisdom isn't found in external validation or comparing yourself to others, but in building inner strength, self-awareness, and a deep connection to your own values and purpose. By embracing these Stoic principles, you'll not only handle life's challenges more smoothly, but also discover a deep sense of peace, fulfillment, and happiness.